Hi guys, this is Isolde Kellerman from Journey of Awe, and this is my 8th day of the 40-day journaling challenge. And today I started my 7-day mental diet. Well, my diet started me waking up, and it was amazing because I said, "Good morning, Isolde!" And tell you the truth, it felt really good to say hello to yourself. It's funny that we completely ignore ourselves and totally live for the external world, in the sense that we say compliments to others, we greet others, you notice things about others, and most of the time the only thing what we notice is something that we don't like. But we don't really give compliment to ourselves, and we don't greet ourselves. And it was definitely a different but very fun and good feeling um, experience, the best way to put it. And throughout the day, well, definitely paying attention to your thoughts, you recognize that how many times a negative thought just comes by, and it's quite often. And I think humankind is suffering from a major underdiagnosed addiction, which is thought. Have you tried not to think at least for 10 seconds? I think it's impossible. I mean, even when you think of not thinking, you're thinking of not thinking. So it's fascinating. And have I lost my emotions, or have I got lost in my emotions throughout the day? Probably for a couple of seconds, and I immediately go to a mantra, or at least recognize that I'm getting lost in that world of thought, and try to get out of it really fast through breathing exercise, which is connecting to my breath, or I done my mantra, and also seeking the value. So trying to understand that, okay, what can I learn from this? Or keep my cool. But simply being a tourist in a land of misery is much better place than having a permanent residency there. So again, just remember, 7 day of mental diet is becoming a tourist in the land of misery. And come and go, get out of it. It's not fun. And anyhow, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Let's see how it goes.